What's going on, Raiders? Doolum here, and today we're going to be talking about something very, very important that took me kind of a while to realize, and then I realized I never made a video on it and told you guys about it, so I figured I'd share it. We're also going to be talking about the Great Hall, and now I went over the affinity bonuses in one of my previous videos. We're going to go over area bonuses now and where you should focus first. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion to help keep your other characters alive. And then this is super important. Day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account. Type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo codes. And with that, let's get into it. So let's go over something that I just realized, and you guys are probably going to call me dumb for not realizing this. I don't know how I didn't, but if you go over here, you go to Arena, and you go to Classic Arena. And then you see on this left-hand side here, you have Battle, Battle Log, Defense, Tiers, Top Players. If you click Tiers, and then you go over to the tier you're in, you see there's like tier bonuses, right? You see HP, Attack, Defense. So this is actually applying to all of your characters in the game, everywhere. So if you're struggling somewhere, or if you're like struggling on dungeons, clan boss, struggling in any sort of content, and your arena rank is not super high and like you're sitting in silver, you could be missing out on like, I don't know, 12% stats compared to silver 2 to gold 4, all the way up to gold 5 at 22%, and even if you get into platinum at 25%. So make sure you are pushing in Classic Arena and make sure you're staying decently high, because these base stats have a pretty big effect on everything in the game. And it took me a long time to notice this. I noticed this like about a month ago, and I forgot to make a video on it or at least talk about it, because this is kind of nuts. And I figured if I was missing it, I can't be the only one that's a little dumb sometimes. So figured I'd share it with everybody. Now let's go to the Great Hall, and we talked about the affinity bonuses in the Great Hall. More or less, you want to work kind of right to left. So you want to work on accuracy first. Then I am going to start working on crit damage, then HP, then going back to resistance, defense, and attack. So that was what we went over in one of my previous videos regarding the Great Hall. If you want the full breakdown and the reasoning why, make sure you go check out that video. It's pretty great. Now let's go to area bonuses. So this unlocks at level 50, and this is going to be from doing live arena. So this is going to be specifically from playing that. And I know live arena is pretty contentious on if some people like it and some people don't. I think it's okay, and it might be because the people I'm facing, the rosters are so tiny right now, so everybody picks their characters super fast. But I know live arena is not the best because it's super time consuming, and I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. So I enjoy it though. I think it's kind of fun. So we got area bonuses, and there's going to be a lot here. So we're gonna have the exact same 6 bonuses from the affinity. We've got accuracy, resistance, crit damage, defense, attack, and HP. Now, there are 2 more added here for a total of 8. So there's added speed and ignore defense. And if you've played turn-based games before, or if you've been playing Raid Shadow Legends for a little bit, or if you've even been watching my channel or other content creators as well, pretty much the main rule of thumb for any turn-based game, especially Raid Shadow Legends, is speed is king. So speed is going to be the one thing that absolutely dominates every single stat in the game, because especially in Raid, if you're going first, you're getting a lot of those debuffs out there. You're getting buffs on your team. You're getting damage out there. You're rewinding turn meter, increasing cooldowns, putting provokes. There's so many things that you could do to control your opponent. And to do that, usually you got to go first. So speed is going to be the number 1 here. Without a doubt, no qualms about it. I'd say speed is going to be number one in every single section here. So speed is going to be number one. Then probably going to be accuracy is going to be my number two for sure. And then it's kind of up in the air. So I do really, really like ignore defense because this is very, very good. This is essentially like piercing in other games if you play other games. This goes up to 20%. This is really, really strong. So I'd say this actually takes the number 3 spot over crit damage. I would say do ignore defense third and then do crit damage fourth. So speed, accuracy, ignore defense, and crit damage. Now, it's a little bit different area bonuses compared to affinity bonuses. So this is affinity bonuses that affects just separately magic, spirit, force, and void, right? So it's each tier is different. In area bonuses, it's the same thing. Each tier is different, but it's not based off of affinity. So we have Potion Keeps, Faction Wars, Ice Golem Peaks, Fire Knight's Castle, Dragon's Lair, Spider's Den, Doom's Tower, Iron Twins Fortress, Demon Lord, Hydra, Sand Devil, Phantom Shoguns, and Curse City. So a lot of different selections here. And you'll notice there are different grades as well. So we have Potion Keeps, Faction Wars are grade 1. Ice Golem, Fire Knights, Dragon's Lair, Spider's Den, Doom Tower, Iron Twins is grade 2. And then Demon Lord, Hydra, Sand Devil, Phantom Shogun, and Curse City is grade 3. Now, the differences between the grades, what that means is essentially if you see the grades here, you see Demon Lord, battles, crit damage. You see level 1 is 100 bronze tokens. Now, that's for grade 3. If we go to grade 2, it's 50. If we go down to grade 1, it's going to be 25. So it scales up based off of what grade you're in as well. Now, the number one thing I would say for this is absolutely avoid Potion Keeps. Avoid this. Do not put any resources into Potion Keeps. And the reason why is because in Potion Keeps, I've already maxed all of them out. I'm already on difficulty stage 20 for all of them, and I have had no issues clearing stage 20 for every single one. Spirit, you see it takes a little bit longer, but I haven't even tried that one in a while. But all of them, all of these, all the potions, I've gone through all of them super, super easily. Do not waste any of your area bonuses, shields here at all. Absolute waste. Okay. When it comes to Faction Wars. Now, Faction Wars, I do think this is important, but not near the early to mid game. I think this becomes important, maybe even when you're getting to Faction Wars hard. I really don't think these bonuses are really worth it all that much, just specifically for Faction Wars, especially because something that is so hard to get, like these bronze medals, the silver medals, gold medals, because it's live arena and it's limited. Ice Golem Peak, I'd say probably the same thing. I don't really think there's much of a reason to boost up Ice Golem's Peak unless it's maybe a little just to boost your characters up a little bit more to get them going, to maybe get to that next difficulty, maybe even to finish off hard. But I think you can finish off hard Ice Golems without doing this. I think I'm on like stage 22 and I obviously have not done any of this, so I'm not doing this either. Same thing with Fire Knights. Same thing with Dragon. I'm already on hard stage 6, I think. So not much of a need for that in my opinion. I don't think it is needed that much. They're not bad, don't get me wrong, but I think you can power through it without wasting and without using your shields here. Now we start getting into Doom Tower. Doom Tower, another one. It's interesting, right? I got hard mode already. Doom Tower just reset as well. This could be pretty interesting, especially if you're trying to get Archmage Helmet, I think it is, and you're trying to do those secret rooms and farming those up. But again, I haven't needed too much help in Doom Tower. I've hit kind of a wall based off of not having the right characters. It's not about like, I don't have the stats, I don't have the speed, whatever it is. It's just mainly I don't have like a shield character for Scarab, stuff like that. So it's not really like I don't have the raw stats, and that's what the area bonuses are. It's just raw stats. I just don't have the characters and the kits to do it. Iron Twins, same thing. You need the specific kits to be able to do it right. So I think the best place to be using any of these shields is going to be in Demon Lord, Hydra. Those are going to be the places I think are most beneficial, especially if you're still struggling trying to get Ultimate Nightmare on Demon Lord. Right, and that's what I'm still trying to work on. I am able to 5-key it now, so I did have some daily objectives and things like that I was able to use to get some keys and be able to 5-key it yesterday and be able to actually do it for the first time ever. But right now, I'm only able to do Nightmare, and that's the one I've been stuck on so far. But I've been working on my speed and making sure I'm going as fast as possible, because the speed is going to be the key. Because obviously the more turns the Demon Lord takes, the more powerful he gets every 10 turns, and it scales up from there. And then after that, I'm going right into Hydra, because Hydra is going to be one of the best places for some really good gear, as well as for some really good resources as well. I'm going to be going Hydra after that. For Sand Devils and Phantom Shogun, Curse City, I haven't even touched yet, because Curse City is a lot of, you need a very wide roster to do it, and I've barely scratched the surface of Curse City, so I'll wait to see if I do need some stats there. But I think for early game, and I know obviously once you hit level 50, that's when this unlocks. So once you hit level 50 and once you start working there, I think using Demon Lords and start working here and start working on this as much as you can until you're at the point where you can get through Demon Lord, like maybe 1-key it, auto it every single day and not have to worry no matter what the affinity is. So you can get those bonuses very, very quickly, because that's where you're going to be getting sacred shards, legendary books, some good gear, all that kind of stuff. You need to make sure you're doing that as soon as possible. Then Hydra is going to be my next up for sure, because Hydra, again, a great place for resources. After that, I'm just going to go with wherever I'm struggling the most. And I think that's going to be the biggest tip I can have for you guys, is focus where you are struggling, right? So that's going to be the biggest thing, is doing this, is working on this area bonus specifically for Dragon's Lair, going to fix a problem you are going to have for a very, very long term. And that's going to be the way you should look at these medals. This is going to solve long-term issues for you, and that's the way I'm using it. So you see I'm at 3 out of 10 for the Demon Lord right now, and I can go up to level 4 in about 50 shields, so I need to do some live arena. So make sure you guys are playing live arena every single day. It does help you learn kits as well, because there are a lot of champions in this game. So I've liked live arena for that, because I'm starting to actually recognize who people are. I'm like, ooh, that's Scylla the Drake. Ooh, that's Ultimate Death Knight. And I know how to kind of circumvent that. So it's getting me a lot better at the game as well. So I've really, really enjoyed that. But I hope this helped you guys out on what to do with area bonuses, where to go next, and what to kind of build on that's going to help you long term, not just in the short term. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you're clicking that download link below, getting started the best way possible in Raid Shadow Legends. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.